Good morning, mi gente. It's 9 a.m. I know, gay people and an LGBTQ plus Kiki at 9 in the freaking morning. Well, that's why I'm still in bed. Me? I'm FayWhat. Ooh, welcome back to the FayWhat show, the only show where we spill the queer tea from my bed. This bed and this program were created by Hotspots Happening Out. The FayWhat show is America's first LGBTQ plus morning show, and I'm broadcasting live and also available on demand. Hotspots Happening Out's nonprofit mission is to support the 11 pillars of our community. We want to inform and educate the key issues of lesbian, trans, Latino, Black, HIV and healthcare, seniors, students, faith, social justice, business, and queer culture. We are proud to announce that Hotspots Happening Out is a Florida AIDS Walk beneficiary in support of our HIV and healthcare pillar. Funds raised are matched dollar for dollar in support of our HIV policy reform and educational programs, including our MSM conference that will be coming up soon. I invite you to join the Hotspots Happening Out FayWhat fundraising team. Every dollar we raise gets matched dollar for dollar, and you can join me on March 21st to walk in support of the Hotspots Happening Out FayWhat team. You know, in 2026, our Hotspots magazine celebrates 41 years of documenting the LGBTQ plus experience. It's the largest publication of its kind in Florida and one of the oldest in America. Happening Out Television Network's Queer News Tonight is celebrating over 11,000 television stories and more than 11 million streaming views so far. It's the most watched LGBTQ news and information show in the world. Hotspots Happening Out will be producing some of the most incredible LGBTQ plus events, including Wilton Manor's Stonewall Pride and Pride Fest. We represent the same model of PBS and NPR. We are a nonprofit 501c3 organization whose mission is to educate and serve the LGBTQ plus community. It is Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. We have lots of fun things to talk about, so come on, let's go.
Gay boys, hashtag that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled, tea dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too? If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
All right, let's kiki about what's going on in the LGBTQ plus community. We've always got tea to talk about here from my bed. I have a sidekick joining me in bed for some conversation. What did you think I was talking about? We're going to kiki about stuff, all right? I wouldn't know what to do with a boy in bed anymore. It's been a long time. Anyway, I guess we'd figure it out, though, Alex. Well, our first segment is called Gay Boys Sleep Late. This morning, I'm joined by my gay guy pal, adult performer, and star of For the Love of Dilfs on Out TV, Alex Tikas. Follow him at his adults-only Twitter, at Alex_Tikas, and catch him as he bartends at the Eagle, Wilton Manors. Good morning, Alex, and welcome back to my bed, boo.
I love you. It's been a minute.
I know. How was your New Year's?
Well, we worked. It was really, really busy, and I made a lot of money.
Woo! That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
But no New Year's kiss. Franco was away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, please. Knowing the Eagle and what you wear at the Eagle and how much money you made at the Eagle, I have a feeling that there were a plethora of love being thrown your way.
I mean, I got kissed on the cheek.
On the cheek of your ass?
How dare you?
How dare I?
So rude.
How dare I?
How was your New Year's? What did you do?
What did I do?
Do you remember? Did you
sleep? Honestly, to be completely honest, I love my church because we have a burning bowl ceremony on the 31st, and you write down what the hell no longer freaking is good for you. All right. And you intentionally, they put a pit and you get to throw it there, and it means a lot, but it also is that you're done by 7:30. Okay, so this bitch was in her house, in her pajamas, with her dogs and her wife, happy as hell, watching 3 networks of drunk people on TV celebrating the holidays. And I couldn't have been happier that way, Alex. I could have gone to a million places, obviously. But I wanted to start the new year like that.
Okay.
You know
Good
what
for
I
you.
mean?
Sounds chill.
That's okay.
You know, when we reach a certain age.
Oh, this
true.
bitch.
No,
You heard him? He just
please.
called me old.
No, when we reach, when we're people of a certain age, we appreciate our bedtime. At a certain time. It's 10:30. It's true. You're laughing because it's true.
I mean, I stayed up till 12:15.
Okay, good for you. That's basically it. And you didn't have to like go and eat, just like
No, I didn't have to deal with drunk people. Like, you know, one thing, my neighborhood just goes all out with fireworks, and
Yeah.
that sucks. So
Yeah.
I pill all my dogs. I give them all trazodone. Any dog that stays with me, I ask the parent, is it okay if I pill your child? And they're usually okay with it. And every dog gets pilled up. And that way they're just like, hey, this is cool. Wow, this is fun. What is that noise outside? And they're not affected for days after. You know? So, are you watching Drag Race?
a lot of representation from Florida in
Are you
Drag
liking
Race.
that?
I
Isn't
do.
that fantastic?
I
I mean,
do.
we know these queens.
Yeah.
We see these queens.
Are you friends with any of them? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm really good friends with Athena. She is like everything to
She's,
me, you know? She, and you know, her wit is just everything.
she's a pro. Yeah.
Those editors are eating it up, you know? And the funny thing is that that's just how we are down here in South Florida. It's not a big hoop, but for camera, for TV, they're like, let me use that. Let me get that, you know?
What did you think of the SNL, the RPDR skits, the comedy skits?
Some people can act, and some people can't.
Speaking of acting,
Kid, you're gonna bring it up.
there's something in the air. Somebody's
so
doing a show.
crazy.
What's happening right now?
It's so crazy. I'm in a play. I'm actually going to be interviewing Bill Olson, who is our director and who is our founder on today's show. But he sought me out. Like he sought me out,
Oh my
Alex.
God. Well, of course. I mean,
No, I mean, very odd. Like they, you know, these two, you know, it's like, hey, we'd like to have dinner with you. We need to propose something. And I'm
it
like,
was offer only. It was, you didn't even have to
I didn't audition.
It was offer only for FayWhat. Offer only for FayWhat.
okay, and these actors are real actors. They all are amazing.
Yeah.
They all have such great talent. And then there's me, you know. And I'm like, you sure you want me in this play? Like,
Can't wait to see it. You're gonna be great.
oh God.
You'll be swell. You'll be great. Gonna have the whole
Jazz
band on.
hands.
Jazz hands are very important.
Well, if I forget my lines, that's what I'm gonna do. Is just go into jazz hands.
Just
Faye.
Just
Faye.
You got
Anyway, the play is called Upside Down. Go look it up and stay tuned for the rest of the show coming up on the FayWhat Show. Next, let's Kiki on this interesting story. Okay, y'all, Rosie O'Donnell is sounding the alarm, and it's not subtle, baby. From her new home in Ireland, Rosie hopped on TikTok to let folks know she's already been warned by the app. One more political post, and she's out with TikTok. So with TikTok set to be sold to Trump-aligned interests, Rosie says things are about to change, and they're going to change fast. Think more censorship, less queer joy, and way more silence. She compares it to what happened to Twitter after Elon took over, and honestly, she ain't wrong. Watch this.
Well, hey everybody, how are you? It's Rosie O'Donnell, star of the Flintstones, on a Monday, all day, as my Nana would say. This is a ramble. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I just wanted to say, I, living in Ireland, had no idea that the Golden Globes were on last night. No idea. And normally, that would be something I'd put in my calendar and like make pigs in a blanket and have some, you know, mimosas, or I would just love to watch the whole thing. But I missed it. I missed it start to finish. So I found some clips this morning when I woke up on TikTok, which I'm not yet banned, but, you know, I haven't really been talking about anything, especially not anything political, since they told me one more and you're out, kid. And I've just been doing lip syncs, which you might be getting sick of, but it's the safest for right now. But I think, you know, this server or this TikTok company was bought by...
Rosie O'Donnell warns TikTok is changing, baby. What are we all talking about? What were you saying? That, like, Rosie's real. You know what I mean? Like, she is transparent.
very transparent, very honest. She's like, as long as you're honest, or you can I'd rather hear you keep talking because she's got her information correct and she's honest about it. And of course they're going to censor her. It's like if Trump is, oh my God, this guy. Is he dead yet?
No, sir. No, sir. And, every day it's something new. Like with the TikTok, it's going to be sold. It's not going to be sold, blah, 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 right? And then all of a sudden it got quiet. And then people were like, hey, by the way, it's a Trump aligned person that's going to buy it, So then you heard nothing about it, right?
So X is Trump aligned. TikTok is not going to be Trump aligned. Is YouTube going to be Trump? What's next? Will YouTube?
What's next? I mean, will we, what's next? We all have to have a picture of Trump in our home, like King Jong-un. I mean, like, all the songs that we sing on the radio will be about Trump. Like, is that where we're going?
If you go online now and see him, he is basically hanging by a thread. Like he seems very, very sick, and he's very so I don't know how much longer it's going to last, but I mean.
But every second that he's in power, he's hurting someone, you know? Like, I know people, people who make their livelihood off TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, my God, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so if you're changing it, if Rosie can't even do her rants, right? Rosie left the country.
She's very,
Rosie moved away,
Yeah.
And I can't believe that she said Rosie from the Flintstones because she's done so much more than that though. The Flintstones was 80 years ago, wasn't it?
Do you remember that HBO series where she played the mother of that single mother with that little kid who was a basketball player and she was kind of gruff? She played this she played a mother who had bipolar disorder. She was TT. They called her TT. She was so amazing. Even in that little role, she was a good but then she calls, she picks up and talks about Betty Rubble.
Of all things, you know what I mean? Come on, let's talk about the queerest movie ever, A League of Their Own. Come on, she was in that and she was amazing. Okay, or let's talk about this. Ellen DeGeneres wouldn't have the show that she had if Rosie didn't go crazy and leave.
I know. She has a good talk show.
A great talk show. But she hate the self-loathing. It wasn't not self-loathing. It was that she wasn't out and she wasn't able to be her true authentic self. Yeah. Okay, so then she comes out, she shaves her head, she starts going on these weird, crazy tirades, and now she seems more herself, but she had to leave the country to do so because she couldn't deal with Trump anymore.
She's really, I don't even think she's really working anymore. Nobody wants to work with her. It's so weird.
But she's not Roseanne Barr. I mean, they would work with Roseanne probably first, which is crazy.
She's just outspoken, and she'll come to the States and. It probably feels like her life is in danger if she comes to the States.
That's true. Yeah. That's true, too. Well, this is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. Next, let's Kiki on this interesting story. So Francois Arnaud just spilled the real tea about heated rivalry. Turns out the show was almost picked up by a big U.S. streamer, but the notes were wild. Executives wanted no kissing until episode 5, and creator Jacob Tierney said absolutely not. Instead, he packed it up, took a smaller budget, and made the show in Canada, where he could actually tell the story how he wanted. And guess what? It worked. No movie stars, labeled a niche show, and now it's a full-on sensation. Francois says this is a lesson for Hollywood. Stop watering down queer stories. Let them be hot, honest, and real from episode 1. Heated Rivalry said no to U.S. Notes, what are we all talking about? So I think that you and me are probably one of the few people in our community that have not seen Heated Rivalry. Okay, we're not protesting it, but here is reason why.
But they're just not my type. But I'm gonna watch it. I guess we have to watch it because everybody says it's like
we have to watch it.
It's honest. It's
it's real. Listen, one of my friends who doesn't cry no matter what. You can tell him anything bad in your life, and he'll be like, "Oh well, he cried." Okay, and he's walking around like Kenny from South Park today because of how much he cried, okay? So I gotta watch this thing now. You know what I mean? Just because of that, because...
Everybody in my circle is like, oh my God. Oh my God, did you see this? Did you see
Yeah.
And
But
I'm like,
listen, my straight bestie has already seen it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and she's all into it and can't wait for season 2. So obviously we've got to see it.
What is it about how straight guys, like the girls, love?
Listen, I love gay boy porn. You know, I'll watch that all day.
Okay.
Was that too much for you?
No, I mean, I'll watch Les back and finish the sentence. I'll watch
I'll watch la 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 lesbian. Lesbian porn is beautiful.
I'll watch hot Lebanese porn.
You'll watch hockey before you'll watch lesbian
Okay,
porn.
so have you watched hockey?
I only like hockey for the fights.
Yeah, it's hot. Like it's a hot split. They just bump
Okay,
into
so
each
then
other
those
and
are two. So then Heated Rivalry is about hot hockey people having sex. So why haven't we watched it already? We have to watch it.
All
That's
right.
it. Before the next time you see us together, we're
we're
gonna watch
totally
it.
Watch.
That's it.
It'll be a couple of weeks, and then we'll come back and we'll have binge watched
Yeah.
it, and we're gonna be like, oh my God,
So good. I can't believe I waited so long. Now, mind you, I'm also the person that waited till my producer made me see Game of Thrones. Okay, so understand that I'm always late to every party. So it was amazing. But what he told me, he goes, "You're gonna like the sex in it," and I'm like, "Yeah, right, whatever." And he was totally right. So and then I was hooked once that started. You know,
we're stubborn.
we're stubborn.
We're stubborn. That's what it is. We're
That's
just like,
it.
no,
We're just
I don't wanna.
But there's sex. We're like, okay, well, watch it.
Watch it.
Jesus. Well, and side note, so this could not have been made in the US before because streamers didn't want these people to kiss till the 5th episode.
It's really
Come on.
like when people say no to like Suits, I call them Suits. When people say no to Suits and it turns out to their advantage and it just like explodes, it's great. It's like when when a musical artist says no, like Faye, like that girl. Where the hell is my husband? Like they all rejected. I love that song. They all rejected her, and she said no, and then she's like this big fucking hit now because she did it on her own.
Yep. You see?
Anyway,
Well, this is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to the FayWhat Show. Next, let's Kiki on this interesting story. So Wanda Sykes said, I came with notes, and the Golden Globes were never the same. While presenting the best stand-up, Wanda joked that some people were mad a queer black woman was doing the job of 2 mediocre white guys. Then she playfully shaded nominees, but saved her sharpest read for Ricky Gervais, who wasn't even in the room. Wanda thanked him for not being there and said if she won, she'd accept and thank God and the trans community for him. And she did. Wanda proved once again comedy can be funny and punchy. Watch this.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, first, let's give it up for Nikki Glazer right now, huh? Come on. Great job, Nick. So, and shout out to the Golden Globes for having me because, there's some people pissed off that a queer black woman is up here doing the job of 2 mediocre white guys. I'm presenting the award for stand-up comedy on television, but first, I want to give them some love. Bill Maher, you give us so much, but I would love a little less. Just try less. Brett Goldstein, you're handsome. You got that great supervillain voice, and you're charming. You would have made a great Menendez brother. Kevin Hart, where's Kevin? Kevin, you know I love you. And the thing is, Kevin is the richest guy in this category. And yet, I know he wants it the most. You're a true American, Kevin. Kumail, I love that you proved that male comedians can be funny without being chubby. You think Kumail's jacked? He's jacked. Ricky Gervais, I love you for not being here. No, I love you, Ricky, but because if you win, I get to accept the award on your behalf, and you're gonna thank God and the trans community. Ooh, Ricky. Sarah Silverman, where's Sarah? Sarah, oh my God. Sarah, I love that we are such close friends. You know, we haven't talked in 5 years, but we are so close. You know what I'm saying? Good luck, girl. I love you. I do. Okay, so there we go. And the Golden Globe goes to Tayana, can I borrow your speech? Ricky Gervais, because he would like to thank God and the trans community. Ricky Gervais could not be here, so we'll accept.
Wanda Sykes was not playing at the Golden Globes. What are we all talking about? You know, the show is on CBS, right? And I was
CBS. Did you see that?
Yes, I loved when she said that, right?
CBS.
She goes, look, there's BS. I was so, what a middle finger.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, she went up there and just laid it.
Listen, when you say something, people are going to say something back. And I think he's really smart. I think he's really funny. I've seen a couple of his television series. The one where his wife died. Like, there was this really, really smart guy. I mean, but stop talking out of your neck if you don't really. I don't know. It's like educate yourself. Like dive into the experiences and learn from people before you talk about shit that you don't really.
That you don't know about.
You don't know about. It's
Yeah.
I'm never going to talk about the plight of the African American. You know what I mean? I'm never.
No, because that's not your experience.
It's not my experience. It's I can be an ally. I can listen and I can respect it, and I can keep my mouth shut and just keep learning. But I can have an opinion. You know what I mean? I can definitely, and I do. I have a lot of opinions about
and have a strong conversation about it.
But and have a debate if I feel that there's a debate. But to be on that kind of platform, to have that kind of platform, and then to just sort of talk out of your neck.
Be an asshole about it.
Talk out of your neck. It's just
yeah.
And that's what you get.
And, 1% of the population, less than 1% of the population, Alex.
Yeah.
There's so many other funny things in this world. That is just going after, it's just, there's so much trans talk going on, and everybody who's doing the talking about the trans community don't know shit or don't even know a trans person, you know?
It's why are we picking on these people? Why are we? They're not in. They're why? Oh,
No.
They're endangering.
No.
They don't give a shit about your children.
They want to live and they want to thrive, that's that.
They don't want to be around your children. They don't care about your children.
No.
They just.
They just want to live.
Yeah.
They just want to live, and just transitioning, right? Men get hair plugs, women get boobs, people, get augmentations to themselves.
Yeah.
That is a form of transitioning. Yeah. Why do you have to stop someone from wanting to just be who they really are? And then you're going to be Ricky Gervais and you're going to make fun of it? Yeah. F you. You deserve the Wanda Sykes to call you out. I laugh at you.
I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to see and I really have to go to the bathroom. I really have to go. I'm going to see somebody who is transgender. I don't care. Is there an open stall? I really have to go to the bathroom.
Exactly. Do you even look at I don't look at all the people, but I don't take attendance before I go to the bathroom. I just go to the bathroom.
I go to the bathroom, Anyway.
Wow. This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. Here at The FayWhat Show, we need to help my gay boys. They are the blood that goes through my veins. And in our segment called Dear FayWhat, I provide my expert lesbian knowledge and my vast experience as a living, breathing gay boy in a lesbian's body to help my fellow gay boys. This week, resolutely a hot mess in Victoria Park. What does resolutely mean?
Undeniably.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. I got to ask. Resolutely a hot mess in Victoria Park sent us an email. Dear FayWhat, so here I am, middle-aged, moisturized,
oh my,
and allegedly working on myself in Victoria Park. Okay. I made all the New Year's resolutions. Less drinking, more gym, fewer carbs, and stop flirting with red flags with pretty teeth. Okay. And then my partner ruined everything.
Of course.
He looks at my vision board. You have a vision board. How cute.
That's adorable.
He looks at my vision board and says, baby, you don't need the gym. You need brunch. Suddenly, I'm 3 mimosas deep eating fried chicken and convincing myself orange juice is a vitamin. I love this guy. I'm sorry.
Sounds like fun.
We were going to budget more, but then he blinked, and now we have Dolly Parton tickets, a new sofa, and apparently a cruise I don't remember booking. Dolly Parton is on tour?
No, but maybe
They're seeing her somewhere. Maybe. Or they're going to Dollywood or something.
Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go to Dollywood.
I promised myself less drama, but my man's ex keeps texting his mother. His mother has opinions about our curtains, and he adopted a dog with separation anxiety that cries louder than I do. I was going to meditate.
Girl.
Instead, I negotiate with everyone. So, FayWhat, tell me, am I breaking my resolutions because I'm weak or because my partner is too cute to say no to? And how do I get my life together when he keeps handing me champagne? Signed, resolutely a hot mess in Victoria Park.
My God.
Wait, I thought my life was sorted. Man.
That's like hoarding house, but like the relationship version.
It's like a lot.
It's a lot. How do you even begin to like chip into that? I don't. First of all, why do you need to go to the gym? We're no, you can be like.
You're perfect. Let's go to brunch.
Let's go to brunch. You don't need to go to the gym. We're going to the cruise together. Like, and then the mother-in-law, and then the dog. Like, that's a lot for the. You know what? I would run away.
I would run away.
I would just like in the middle of the night. I would just disappear. I would go. He's in Victoria Park. I would go to Pompano. Like he's not. He's going to look in Wilton Manors. He might look in Oakland Park. He's not going to look in Pompano. Run.
Listen, baby. First of all, if champagne keeps magically appearing in your hand,
highlights. Those are good moments. Dolly Parton. Keep the Dolly Parton tickets. I would take them with you when you run, actually.
Take them with you. Hopefully they're in your wallet or something like
wallet,
that.
Not his. Yeah.
But, isn't this kind of like what happens when partners are, one is a certain age and one's a little younger?
Yeah.
Doesn't that usually, the chaos kind of comes with the relationship and you get used to it after a while?
It sounds like it's very, they have a very active life. They're very busy.
Yeah.
They're very busy putting out fires.
Your man isn't ruining your goals. He's just exposing the truth.
You're ruining your goals.
You like brunch. You like Dolly. You like saying yes to the man you love.
No one shoved that piece of fried chicken up your mouth. You picked it up and you ate it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. So just let's put it this way. You let go of the resolutions.
Yeah.
It's over. Yeah. You're not doing them. Enjoy your freaking cruise. Go have a blast.
Yeah. Just wait for next year.
And stay away from the people with the nice teeth.
There's always next year. Try it next year.
There's always next year. Oh, there's always next year. You'll be fine. You got a lot going on.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, if you see me out, maybe don't say hi because I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna say to you to your face with all this stuff going on. All right, might be a hot mess. You might not. Hey, you're in love.
Listen, I mean, there are a lot of people out there that would wish for your life. I'm not one of them, but there are a lot of people.
I'm too tired for that kind of life.
Really exhausting.
But right? No,
thanks.
Listen, good luck. I hope we helped. I don't even think we did. Keep those emails coming because we're here to help.
We got more.
Unless when we're not. All right? Send me the email at FayWhat@happeningout.com. And this is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to the FayWhat Show. FayWhat! So I had the incredible Bruce Vilanch in the house, with me, and I am going to share that interview with you now. No, he was not in bed with me because he had a little sex injury, so he couldn't get into bed. So we had to do it at the Queer News table. Watch for yourself. All right, y'all. Yes, pinch me because I am absolutely just wild about the fact that I am with Bruce Vilanch today. And no, this is not a fantasy, not a fever dream. I don't have COVID or a very niche pride raffle prize. This is really happening, folks, all right? Bruce Vilanch is an Emmy Award-winning writer, comedian, actor, and full-blown cultural icon whose voice has been woven into the fabric of American entertainment for more than 5 decades, which means if you've laughed in public since the 1970s, this man probably owes you money. And I just made him laugh. Oh my God. He's the longtime head writer of the Academy Awards, the person responsible for some of the most glamorous, audacious, and occasionally panic-inducing Oscar nights in freaking history. And if you've ever watched an award show and thought, wow, that joke was funny and dangerous, that was Bruce. That was Bruce, okay? He's written for actual legends: Bette Midler, Cher, Diana Ross, Lily Tomlin, Barbara Streisand, Patti LuPone, basically every diva who requires jokes with sequins and a safety net, okay? On Broadway, television, film, on stage, and backstage, Bruce has spent decades making smart people laugh and powerful people nervous. And long before it was safe, sponsored, or hashtagged, he was out. He was visible. And unapologetically an ally, a queer person, using humor not just to entertain, but to freaking survive. So yes, I am here with Bruce Vilanch, and I had a huge intro because it's freaking Bruce Vilanch, Emmy winner, Oscar survivor, queer icon, and somehow still the funniest dude under anywhere. To be completely honest, it's Bruce Vilanch, all right? Bruce, welcome to the FayWhat show.
Wow, I'm going to go home and sleep with myself.
Listen, I'm a lesbian and I'm about to sleep with you.
Okay, I'm available. What an introduction. Holy, well, okay.
Wow, listen, no pressure, but I wrote that shit myself.
I understand.
I mean, you're like one of the greatest writers, if not the greatest writer in history. Like, how does that make you feel?
Not the greatest writer in history.
Dude, give yourself some flowers, okay?
All right, I will allow it.
You know, I was thinking that when I wrote your intro. I'm like, you know, this is too freaking long, but who cares? You know, Bruce, you've been interviewed everywhere.
Yeah.
But be honest. How does it feel being with this lesbian here at this table right now?
Oh, well, it's exciting. I was going to say we were going to do it in bed, but I had surgery and I can't really get into the bed, which was because the last time was Rita Moreno in about 91.
My God, another Latina. So I'm glad to understand that you only.
I know you're probably not watching, but if you are, kidding.
Hey, Rita Moreno, if you're watching this, I'm just gonna derretirme right here. But how dope would it be that you went from Rita to me, from one Latina to another?
I know exactly. Bypassing Cheetah and you know, and all of them. I mean,
all of them.
Charo. I mean, I've known all of them and worked with all of them, but no, I haven't been in bed with any of them. But however,
you got out of being in bed with me by throwing yourself down some stairs. I get it.
I know.
I get it. That's
I was thrown, but I cannot discuss it. There's there's a case.
You know, you could just say that it was a sex accident.
It was
Bruce.
a sex accident. I love that expression, a sex accident. Like,
but
that's
no.
generally, you went home with the wrong person. But there's nothing more than that. Anything more than that is assault or felony or something like that.
Or something like that. I mean, come on, your book is called, what is it? If I would have...
It seemed like a bad idea. It was a bad idea at the time. It seemed like a bad idea. What is my book? It seemed like a bad idea at the time. About how I wrote the worst TV shows in history and lived.
And lived.
And the first Oscar show that I did in 1989 was the famous as Rob Lowe and Snow White. And it's the last chapter in the book. I've written a play about that show and about a fictionalized version of a lot of other things that happened, and I'm going to play it. I get to play it at a theater here in Wilton Manors.
Oh my God! And we can't wait to talk about that. That's actually going to be at Gray Box Theater in Wilton Manors, folks.
Coming up this weekend.
Oh, it's going to be yes, it's happening Friday and Saturday, and you do not want to miss it for sure. It's going to be Friday at 8 p.m. at Gray Box Theater and Saturday at 2 p.m. It's going to be the live read of Captain Showbiz, and people will be able to see this firsthand before it goes anywhere else.
It's an experiment for the audience. I mean, they get to see this thing for the first time read in front of live people, and we'll see if it works.
It will work.
If it works, we'll put it on stage and we'll get costumes and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, this will be actors with music stands and scripts, but good actors, and we'll see if the material's funny.
And it's going to be funny, and we'll get to more of that in a second because I got Bruce here, so I've got to take advantage of the fact that he's here. Take him.
Take me.
Bruce, you were out in Hollywood long before it was fashionable.
Yes.
Or before it was safe, to be completely honest. Did you ever imagine that you'd become an LGBTQ+ icon by just being you?
Now, well, the idea of being an LGBT plus, and we keep adding letters, L, Y, D, W, T, F, B, Y, O, B. I mean, I've lost track of how many identities we now have. The prospect of being an icon was not there. It wasn't on the table. I mean, there wasn't a kind of an above-board gay culture that would foster that kind of thing. So no, I had determined. I'd read a book by a historian named Merle Miller, actually an interview that he gave about a book, and he was out, and the New York Times asked him, "What is it? Is it difficult being out?" And he said, "Well." He said the word faggot. He said a faggot is a homosexual gentleman who has just left the room.
Wow.
And I read that and I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to be that faggot. I'm going to be the one who says, you can't call me a faggot because I'm sitting here at a table talking to you. I am one of you. I am a professional writer like you are. And it stood me in good stead. And I'm sure there were jobs I missed out on back in the day because people were homophobic and afraid. But I have a feeling I wouldn't want to work with those people anyway. And so that was kind of my North Star. I just kept saying, I'm not going to hide. And I'm lucky that I'm in a business that encourages creativity, eccentricity, flamboyance. And, there were a lot of gay people who were just not out formally. And that was because gay at the time was equated with evil. You were a bad person. You were going to commit suicide. You were going to have a bad end. And every movie you did, that was what happened. And so nobody wanted to think that a guy like Paul Lynde, who made them laugh, they didn't want to think that he was gay. They knew he was gay.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to think about him in those terms because those terms were very severe. And that's what coming out as a nation brought to us, the idea that we are actual people and not just abstract items that you can hate just for the hell of it.
Just for the hell of it, you know? And I was going to ask you if there was something that you had lost because of being unapologetically you. And like you said, some jobs probably you did lose. I mean, and again, things happen for us, not to us.
Right.
I'm a firm believer of that those jobs were not meant to come across your lovely face, Was there a moment when you realized, I have to do this. If not me, then who? I am going to continue to be who the hell I am no matter what.
Well, pardon me, it got kicked into high gear when AIDS happened. Because at that point, we were not just identifying ourselves politically, but we were saving our lives. And, I lost hundreds and hundreds of people. And
survivor's guilt?
I'm sorry?
Do you have survivor's guilt?
No, I don't have survivor's guilt. I mean, I think I have survivor's wonder. Like, how did that happen? And a lot of it was how you behaved. It's a sexually transmitted disease, which is why in Africa it's heterosexual mostly, and in this country it's caught on with gay people. So I didn't have that kind of guilt, but I had not guilt, but I had motivation because so many of my friends were.
Passing away.
Yeah. I mean, I remember I had a friend who was a real dark side guy who, like, one of those guys who would go into third world situations to have a good time. You don't want, where they hose you down with a water cannon, that. And he favored slings. Okay. And one night he called me and he said, "That's it, I'm going celibate." And I said, celibate, isn't that a bit severe? He said, it's better than nothing. And what I understood was, if he couldn't be in the sling, he might as well not be doing it at all.
That's it.
Yeah, so I kind of thought, I understand your position. That was, of course, that was not my position, but people had to, change and adapt and all of that. But the hardest part was convincing the other world that we were worth saving.
Yeah.
Because the government was
Yeah,
not
remember Reagan wouldn't even say the
interested.
word.
Didn't say the word, exactly.
It was a very tough time. You know, there was a time when we would do these great stories about there not being any more infections in Australia and about the possibility of AIDS being eradicated by 2030. And with all the Trump cuts, et cetera, I don't see that happening, unfortunately. We just hope that we don't go backwards to what happened back then. Bruce, do you think that today's queer creatives really understand how much ground was broken back then?
I think the smart ones do. I
Okay.
do. I mean, I think a lot of younger guys who aren't paying attention to pretty much anything but their phones are probably not aware of what actually went on, or they view it as ancient history, and but I think that the ones who have their minds are certainly aware of it. I mean, they've now understand what they come from.
Yeah.
And all of that. But we live in a very, very narcissistic society, and social media, I call it keyboard warfare, is really narcissism central. And if it didn't happen to you, it didn't happen.
It just didn't happen.
Minutes ago, it didn't happen.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were much more interested in what had gone before than this generation. These last few generations are. It's what's immediately happening is all that really interests them. And I'm immediately happening, so I'm interested.
You know, with all the, you know, I mean, all the banned books and banning history lessons, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I have met younger folks, Bruce, that never heard of Stonewall. You know, I mean, like, and it's scary as shit is what it is.
Well,
you know?
that brings it, particularly for me, that's scary. But I mean, in principle, just today, Texas A&M University told the philosophy department that they can no longer teach Plato because Plato was too woke. What the fuck? Plato? One of the original philosophers cannot be taught? Well, it's Texas, you know. What can I tell you?
Yeah, which is
the axiom of evil. And
Well.
I know a lot of good people in Texas.
no, yeah, and
But
Texas
it's
is
nuts.
great.
It's nuts what's going on there. Now, in of course the gay world, it's also, you know, kind of a little bit crazy. There is all of that, but it's nothing so extreme.
Yeah.
Nothing really crazy. Nothing
Yeah.
that nutsy.
Nothing that nuts.
I
Just
think.
just
I
you
mean,
know,
I
a little bit nuts.
I
Just
have to
not,
rack
you know.
my brain. Yeah.
Yeah, but Texas is like the carbon copy or our mirror image of Florida. Like every time
right,
Abbott does something over there, we wonder when is DeSantis going to do it here or vice versa.
When's
So,
Wanda kicking in?
you know, Ron DeSantis, Lord.
Ron
let's.
Disaster, we call them in L.A., but that's L.A.
I love that. We have like stickers that are Ron DeSantis that are him as a drag queen.
Yeah, right. She is a drag queen, Ron DeSantis, yeah.
Of course.
I know.
Let's talk about Captain Showbiz, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, let's talk about Captain Showbiz. So Captain Showbiz, a play that feels hilarious, chaotic, glamorous, and deeply personal.
It is all of those things. It's all those things, but it's not. It's deeply personal, and I experienced it. It's not about me. It's principally about this guy who's no longer with us, who's named Alan Carr, who produced Grease and La Cage aux Folles on Broadway, and the Oscars were his kind of the end of his career because it was calamitous, and it was the first one that I wrote on because I had worked with him for years with Anne Margaret and doing her stage acts in Vegas and stuff like that, and he managed her for years, so. He brought me into this, and I'd written for the Oscars unofficially before, and I've written unofficially since. But I've been there were 25 shows in between that. But I survived. I'm an Oscar survivor.
I survived the Oscars.
Yeah,
We're going to get T-shirts.
But he's a fascinating character. I mean, he's one of these guys I think people can identify with because he is a boy who just had a dream, and he got his dream, and he managed to crap all over it. As people do, and they don't realize they're doing it. And that's what I'm hoping comes across in the play. But it's also very funny and chock full of stories about all the insanity that goes on at the Oscars. Because it's still, even, you know, even with much lower ratings than it used to have, it's still the kind of thing people talk about.
Oh, 100%. And so Harlan Starr, who is the main
Harlan
character,
Starr is-
right? How much of him is fantasy and how much of him is you?
No, it's almost all not fantasy. It's almost all Alan Carr, but with some other things added from that. There is a character that is me, but I want to see how that plays. The writer of the show, because he, like I did on that show, I kind of sat back and you couldn't fight him. You couldn't. You just had to let it roll, and so I was sitting on my hands a lot on that show. Taking credit for the good stuff.
Why tell this story now, Bruce? I mean, like, you've done the Oscars for so many years. You've had such a long, prolific life, like a career.
I think when I wrote the book, and the book was, I've done all these podcasts with young guys and girls who asked me, how did the Star Wars holiday special happen?
Oh, God.
Who said yes to the Brady Bunch Variety Hour or the Paul Lynde Halloween special? Or Cole Porter in Paris with Connie Stevens. Who said yes to this? And have they paid their debt to society? So I thought it's kind of like a half-assed memoir. You know, I was at the point in my life where I could write a memoir. So, but I thought I would do it about all of those shows because they all show up on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody watches them, and I thought I wrote these before these people were born.
The Star Wars one, especially. That was just will go down in infamy forever.
It started with Star Wars and the Brady Bunch because those are two brands that just you can't kill them. They're current. There's always some new thing happening, and people are aware of them. So.
Yeah.
And the Star Wars especially.
Oof, I can't wait to hear that.
You know, Star Wars became the Scientology of the nerds.
It really did. There's a whole cult that follows that
God,
still.
It's religious and terrifying. Scary how they come after people.
The play wrestles with cancel culture. It wrestles with ego, activism. Did writing feel cathartic for you?
Oh, yeah, actually, because I got to get all these stories off my chest. And opinions about stuff. I mean, obviously, I think we were not woke in that era, but there were network censors who were as ridiculous as anything. They were the only wokesters, but nobody ever called them that, of course. But and so there are stories in there that will resonate because it's all about what you can and can't say now, you know, and how you can't. Everything is an insult, and everybody is sensitive, and I understand that because I'm a member of several minorities, so I'm sensitive. But you know, it's all calibrated. You have to have a sense of humor at the same time. So it's easy for me to say with my white privilege. You know, people said, "You have white privilege." I said, "I'm gay and I'm Jewish." And where's the privilege? Excuse me. The white privilege? No, the guy in the Ozarks has white privilege.
Yeah.
If he wants to use it, but. You know, I kept thinking, I had all these, people say you can't do that, and I said I never felt that I came from privilege. But of course, I learned that compared to other people, I knew what it meant.
So a coma, a hospital gown, mentally upgraded to a caftan.
Well, because Alan wore caftans, he was famous for wearing caftans, and so he has to, as I say in the play, even in a coma, you can look fabulous.
Because that feels very you right there, right? Like
it is me quoting him, I'm telling you. Right? He didn't say that, but this is something that would trickle off of his tongue. I have no question about it. I had him in mind.
I love that. What a beautiful legacy for him.
The people who remember him, it's weird because he died 30 years ago, and it was a very sad end. But people vanish, I mean, it's not. Yeah. I mean, I think of people who I still feel like they're around, and they've been gone for so many decades.
Like who?
Oh, like Peter Allen, who I wrote with and did
he
all
was married
shows. He was married to Liza Minnelli.
Yes.
Won an Oscar for writing When You Walk Between the Moon and New York City, and he was, it was a big stage star in his time. But he died in '92, and it seems to me like, oh my God, that's yesterday. But it's not yesterday. It's 30
years ago. I know. But that's like old Hollywood glamour, versus what we have now. That's kind of just like modern chaos.
I agree. Modern chaos is absolutely right. But I watched that show Hacks, and
I love that show. Gene Smart.
I love that show. But to me, the only part of it that's authentic is the stuff about the Hannah Einbinder, who was Lorraine Newman's daughter from SNL, the original cast. And so I knew as a baby. And now she's playing this character. And she's a young female writer in Hollywood, comedy writer. And her stuff is written by young female comedy writers. So it's authentic. They're writing stuff they know about. Nobody on that show was writing about the dinosaur that Jean Smart plays, because she's based on Joan Rivers largely, and with some Toady Fields and Phyllis Diller thrown in. And I even wonder if those names are recognizable to a lot of people at this point, because they've been gone for a while. Joan still, but the others are, it disappears. So nothing that they write for her strikes me as being authentic. She's not funny when she's on stage playing that character. And she's a great actress, and how great she is that she makes it funny. She makes it feel like
she makes it believable.
She makes it believable, and I think that she's not well served on that show. But that's because I was there.
Yeah,
I wrote for Joan, and I know what that gig is like.
So Hack should hire you.
Well,
you should be writing for her.
They generally have one person a year from the old school. And it's generally a woman. Carol Leifer did it. Janice Hirsch did it. These are wonderful writers I worked with. And I don't think they'll bring a guy in to do it, I think.
But you're not a regular guy,
no,
Bruce.
That's true. I mean, I may have that advantage. We'll see.
The play on Friday and on Saturday, if someone comes in expecting laughs, what surprises them instead?
Oh, that it's human. That it's not just caricature. That it's about a real person and a real Linda Lavin who read it right before she passed.
You're killing me! You're killing me!
She was a great.
What was it? Mid-Century Modern. Did you watch the show?
Yeah, I did. It was a lot. I liked it.
Me too. I mean, and she was so great. Her timing had not been lost. Like she was so on point.
I have a feeling she's going to win an Emmy posthumously this year.
So she read this play that we're going to hear the rating for Friday and Saturday. She read it.
She read it. She was a mentor of mine, a friend of mine, and she said it's a play about loneliness, and don't let that get away from you. It's about loneliness. It's about what this person in his own little world, he got what he wanted and he made a mess of it, and and that's funny, but it's sad at the same time. And I said, okay, well now I really want to do it.
Wow.
I really want to do it.
Wow. So the reading will be Friday at 8 p.m. at Gray Box, and then Saturday at 2 p.m. So explain to me what a reading is, okay? So these incredible actors that you got locally are going to be playing out this play, and then whatever doesn't fly might not make it to the next.
That's right. Well,
is that how that works?
Yeah, we're doing it for an audience.
Us.
Hopefully a big
See
audience.
you there.
Come on down, because we want to hear a reaction, and after the show as well. So it'll probably be actors sitting on stage with music stands and scripts, and we will be reading the play, and they'll be playing different parts and all that. And I'll be playing Harlan, the lead, which I wrote for Nathan Lane. Right? But he's gone serious. He's doing Death of a Salesman on Broadway. So he said, I don't want to do this kind of stuff on stage. I do it on television. I've done this on stage a lot.
Wow, so you wrote that for Nathan?
So I did write it for Nathan.
I could see that.
Yeah, I mean, he was my inspiration because I think he knew Alan. But aside from that, I mean, he gets it. He gets that.
He gets it.
A kid who has dreams, who creates himself as a show business personality and gets to live that role until it suddenly he hits a wall with it because of his behaviors.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll listen to what the audience is, and we'll feel how the thing goes as a performance piece. So far, it's just been on the page.
Yeah. Wow. When did you write this? When did you get this all together?
I started writing it during COVID, of course, because everybody was home doing things. I started writing it after I'd done this initial round of podcasts with these young people who asked about these awful shows, and some of them asked about the Oscars. And I thought it had been gestating because he was such a fabulous character. And I had different ways of doing it. I wrote it once, the first time with a lot of people. It was like Auntie Mame. It had a million characters in it. And no one can afford to do that anymore. So I then I wrote it as a monologue, and I said, no one's going to want to learn all these words. And so then I turned it to, it's kind of a monologue, but it's got other actors, me and some other actors interspersed. So that's something else I'm going to look for to see if that works.
Well, and I love that you're having this reading at the Gray Box Theater. So I love the Gray Box Theater. They've been around for a couple of months, and in those few months, they have really been uplifting our community in such a way. And they are having big name stars like yourself, but they're also helping local folks, you know, to get their word out. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I love everybody over there at Gray Box. I just met Sharon Gless because of them.
Yeah, so I understand she was there. For some show. Was she there for
a documentary that they were playing there? But I mean, it was just so incredible to meet her.
She's terrific. I love Sharon.
Why Wilton Manors? Why Gray Box? Why did you want to try this out there?
My friend Gary Van Horn lives in Wilton Manors, and he is an impresario, and he wanted to have a theater where he could just present things. And so this is all him working this up. And I said, last time I was down here, I said, well, I think I'd like to do a reading of this play, if, you know. And he said, great, let's do it.
Oh,
so there was no question. I wasn't going to do it anyplace else.
I love that. What's your guilty pleasure? What do you do when you're home by yourself without your shirt on, without the beautiful Carol Burnett on your shirt?
Of course.
Watch porn. And thank you. We are, and let's talk about Fab Scout. No, but I mean, like, do you watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
Well, I've been on it 5 or 6 times.
You have, yeah, but that doesn't mean you watch it.
Mentor, and I was a judge, and I was Santa Claus one year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't watch it too much anymore because I got used to the formula. I'll tell you what has happened is when I started on RuPaul, the drag queens were either absolutely gorgeous lip syncers who looked beautiful and just lips and didn't do any comedy. Their idea was to be fabulous. And then the others were like Bianca Del Rio, who worked every night in clubs and had a personality and was funny. And I said, you know, it's apples and oranges. You can't ask these people to do what they can't do. However, over the years with the success of it, the little queens at home watching have discovered that in order to win, you have to do everything. You have to be funny. You have to make your own clothes. You have to look good.
You have to dance.
You have to do the death drop without losing.
Without killing yourself?
At least one of your.
That's what you were doing.
Yeah.
That's why you're hurt. You were trying
drop.
to attempt the death drop.
Attempting a death drop, and I'm low-hanging fruit. What can I say?
What do you watch then? Do you watch White Lotus?
Oh, I love White Lotus.
Oh, I love me some
Although
White
I have
Lotus.
to say, I got a little caveat. That,
Please.
The first one, and I know Mike White, and I said this to him. I said, I was sad at the end of the first White Lotus where the gay guy had to be murdered. That, you know, that smacked of old school stuff. And there was somebody else in the second one that I think that was gay. I can't remember. That was well, I did love that the whole thing was about, oh my God, I accidentally gave my brother a hand
by mistake.
while we were both on Senegalese Thunderfuck or whatever they were dropping in that Thai jungle. But no, I'm a huge fan of it, and the last one had, you know, a little bit of padding, a lot of chittering monkeys, and a lot of gorgeous things, But I'm anxious to see the next one, to see what he comes up with.
Yeah.
French, I understand. I guess this is the third or the fourth, I forget. So there was one that was in Italy that was also wonderful.
Yeah.
And that had Jennifer Coolidge saying, the gays are trying to kill me.
The gays are trying to kill me. I mean, we all wanted her to come back from the dead.
Yeah. Well, I think he had done, with the two things, he had done everything he could do with her.
Yeah.
And so he had to kill her off. But I'm sorry it was the gays who had to kill her. But it was so ridiculous that, you know, that they weren't trying to kill her. I mean,
No, but it was hysterical.
Wound up killing her.
And people had T-shirts and everything. The gays are trying to kill me. Like,
I have that shirt.
Do you?
Of course.
I love that.
Please,
I love that.
I have a million T-shirts, a whole White Lotus collection.
I love that. Do you watch other award shows? I mean, since you were so connected to the Oscars, like I know, like Golden Globes is coming up this week. Critics' Choice we just passed. You watch them all? Like I'm a fiend for
See
it.
what they do. Yeah, exactly. And of course,
To judge. So you watch To Judge.
I watch To Judge. There's a whole cadre of young writers who were writing those shows, and I look down my nose at the TV screen as I watch it, thinking, oh, you could have done that. You could have had a better joke there.
Yeah.
But they suffer from the usual stuff, which is that a lot of people who aren't funny are asked to be funny, and or asked to be serious, and they can't do that either. They give a lot of awards on those shows, Golden Globes and Critics' Choice. Most of them are acting awards, so they're most of the audience continues to be interested.
Yeah.
The Oscars, somebody has to come out and give a sound editing award, which is, believe me, a challenge.
Those are the awards that need to give off camera.
Oh man, we had
sometimes,
we had a horse give it one year. I think a bear, Gentle Ben, was giving. Don't even.
I don't even want to
ask.
know. All right, Bruce. So drop the pen, unclench the halo, and loosen up the caftan, because we are in Wilton Manors, where the martinis are stiff, the lighting lies, and nobody answers politely. So this is my favorite show. My favorite game is called Say What with FayWhat. Okay?
All right.
It's fast, it's filthy, and it's freaking fabulous.
Hey,
all right?
hey,
No
yeah.
thinking, just instinct, or whatever's left of it, whatever it is. All right? 2 choices, no context, no rewrites. Just say it like you mean it, or like you're about to be quoted, because you never know. All right?
Wow, okay.
So say what with FayWhat. All right? Here we go. Old Hollywood glamour or modern Hollywood with an HR department.
Old Hollywood. Old Hollywood glamour. Even if I can't wear a T-shirt.
Even if you can't wear a T-shirt. Bette Midler at her meanest or Cher when she's bored?
They're identical, actually.
Write the joke they'll steal or bomb honestly and sleep at night?
Write the joke that they'll steal? Oh, write the joke that they'll steal.
Because, you're used to that.
I can make sure they don't sleep at night.
Because you're going to remind them that it's your
Hey,
joke.
I'm going to send the enforcer over.
Backstage at the Oscars or front row watching someone else steal your joke?
Oh, backstage. Backstage.
Caftan for comfort or sequins that say, I survived?
Oh, caftan for comfort.
With your new, what is it? You're not wearing Birkenstocks. You're wearing what?
I'm wearing Crocs. I'm Crocs because that's all I can fit the foot brace into.
That's the
And
that's
I
the story.
survived as to reddened of Gloria Gaynor, who has become the enemy.
Don't even get me started on that. Being the smartest person in the room or the reason the room exists?
Oh, the reason the room exists, of
Eso
course.
mismo. Yes.
Feed the ego.
A perfect joke no one hears or a messy one everyone remembers?
Oh, messy one. Everyone remembers. Absolutely.
Legacy carved in stone or one last laugh that burns the house down?
Oh, legacy carved in stone. Why not?
Rehab chic or red carpet realness? Same gown, different headline.
I would say rehab chic.
Yes. Being loved or being quoted?
Being loved. Being quoted. Well, being
think-
loved and being quoted. Like
Yes.
Oscar Wilde was loved and quoted. So.
Well, and I think that you are loved and you are quoted, just to let you know.
I think
Bruce,
sometimes that's why you're quoted.
because you're loved
Yeah, sometimes.
and because you're super smart.
Oh,
You're
well.
smart as hell, and you say the things that we don't know how to say sometimes. That is what you do,
Thank you. That's
Bruce,
wonderful.
before I let you go, I want to tell you something that we do here on the FayWhat Show, right? At the end of every interview, we just don't say goodbye. We say it together. On the count of 3, we both say, FayWhat! Okay? I'm going to go.
certainly.
All right? However you feel it, however
All right.
dramatic you want it, however it comes through. All right? Maybe with a
Yeah.
laugh or not. It doesn't matter. Okay? You ready?
All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3. FayWhat! All right.
It's not the first time I've said that.
I have a
Over lunch
feeling.
with Faye Dunaway, I think that.
Oh, I love her. That's who I was named after.
All right.
All right, can you do another FayWhat? Do it. 1, 2, 3.
FayWhat?
Yes. All right. That is the legendary Bruce Valanche.
That's right.
Follow him on
Johnny
social
Faye.
media at Bruce Valanche, right?
I guess, yeah, you can, or yeah, wegotbruce.com. That's good.
Oh, I like that one too.
Yep.
Don't miss his wickedly funny, unexpectedly touching new play, Captain Showbiz, live on stage January 9th and 10th at Grey Box Theater in Wilton Manors. Tickets are available now at showpass.com/Captain Showbiz. Bruce, thank you for your brilliance, your honesty, your laughter, and for spending the morning with me. I
All
really,
right.
really appreciate it.
It was a treat. Thank you.
All right. Till next time, Bruce. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
All right.
So that's it. That's the FayWhat show. I hope that you had fun. Thank you so much to Bruce Vilanch for being on the show with me. Oh my God, mind blown. He's so freaking amazing. I can't with him. I can't. Also, thank you so much to Alex Ticas for being back in bed with me. I miss you.
I miss you too.
Like for real. I do. And make sure that you go catch him at the world famous Eagle. Are you still dancing?
Yeah.
Which one do you prefer? Well, you don't have to do any side work if you're dancing.
I prefer dancing because I just pack my bags and go, and I make pretty much relatively the same amount of money. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's
So
fun.
what do you do, 2 and 2?
First of all, I think it's great that they let men of a certain age dance, and I think they're very like body positive, and I make really good money tipping there, and it's getting tipped there. Yeah. It's
What
great.
nights?
Fridays and Saturdays. Usually they'll have me on there. Yeah.
Okay, so like when that line is outside around the corner,
Yes,
that's when
they're
Alex
all
is.
leaving.
And is there a two-step? Like, what do you do?
Do you like to two-step? We need to go two-stepping. Let's go to Scandals.
Oh, let's go to Scandals, Scott. We're going to Scandals. I can totally
gotta
do
see
that.
the Go-Go Boys at Scandals on Sunday.
Oh yeah, and that's like unfair that their little box is like this small, and they stay in it.
Yep, they gotta stay in the little box.
Is your box bigger?
My box is a lot bigger.
Alex Ticas' box is bigger.
I have a stage.
Oh, okay. All right, make sure you go over there and you say hello to Alex Ticas, and you follow him on all social media outlets because he's always doing something fun. I love you.
Love you.
You know, folks, I'm really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ plus community. Sometimes I find it hard for us girls, but if we believe we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q plus. We open every show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore and That Girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ plus community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder, a little bit funnier, and to embrace our tremendous diversity because it really is what makes us so damn strong. Until then, make sure you follow me on all social media outlets, Facebook, IG, Blue Sky, TikTok, and YouTube. Follow FayWhat. Until next Tuesday at 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand. I'm FayWhat, and I'm #ThatGirl. I wish you a week full of sunshine and rainbows. Please consider fostering or adopting a pet in need. Love you. Stay gay.
Crazy clothes, gay boys, #that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, #that girl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too?